Oh, hello, welcome to the Trade Game channel. This is Daniel. Um, it is January the 30th, and we're going to talk about trading Bitcoin. Specifically, this video is just going to be kind of a market update and discussion of what's happening with the price of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin lately. So, right now, following the election in November, we had a big move to the upside in the price of Bitcoin, right? And we've kind of gotten up to, we got up to about $108,000 here in December, and got almost, but not quite, got really close to $110,000 on January 20th of this month. Which we were talking about on the channel in the group. You're expecting there to be a lot of action that day, and there was a big wick on that day. But we appear to be still trading within this sort of channel that we had set way back when, between 88,000 and 110,000. I believe it's kind of $100,000 is a very psychologically significant level, and until people kind of get used to the idea of Bitcoin being around this price, we're just going to fluctuate around it. But also, um, if you're looking at this on the weekly time frame instead of the daily time frame, looking at bigger picture, right? We had the beginning of this bull market kind of move late 2023 here, and then we had this first move, and then we have a consolidation period. All last year, we had this big long consolidation period where we had a peak back in March, and then just sort of ranged and went down with a bottom around $48,000 in Bitcoin before having improvement in the month of October, and then with a pro cryptocurrency outcome in the election in early November, a big pump up in price in Bitcoin. And now we're doing price exploration kind of in this area around $100,000. And this has created, as I've marked out here, a couple of gaps in the market, fair value gaps, in which these are inefficiencies in the market. And what tends to happen is the price action of an asset is going to want to come back down and want to come down and do price exploration into these areas where there is no price history for the asset. So typically, what we often expect to see is the price action after a big move like this return back to some of these areas to do price exploration before moving on to wherever it's going to go following that. And so this is the consolidation period we had from March going all the way up until November of last year is a longer consolidation period than we're apparently used to having at the beginning of bull markets. So that's kind of stretched on for quite a while, actually, last year in an unexpected way. But I think we also started the bull market a little bit earlier than expected. this time around as well. But the reason I'm pulling us back to the weekly time frame is just to show you that this consolidation period for Bitcoin really has kind of just gotten started. We're kind of about right there. For this, like now, nobody really knows for how long Bitcoin is going to want to consolidate. If it is going to move up, the general attitude amongst investors in Bitcoin traders is that Bitcoin will get up to easily at least $200,000 by the end of the bull market, whenever that is. But the bull market is at least expected to continue through the end of 2025. So, presuming this is all operating under the impression that Bitcoin is going to gradually go up in value, although don't know how much, and 200,000 may be overly optimistic, but other people say a million. So you never know. But anyway, at least for right now, we've been finding a lot of support right around 88, 89, more like $89,000. Um, and we have t- shown that and then tested it once at these two areas marked with circles. We also seem to have a line of resistance around $110,000. So I think kind of a lot of people who are looking at this currency are setting out similar boundaries to what I have. We had an attempt to move down in Bitcoin here recently that found support, and actually the coin has kind of rebounded here a little bit, which is interesting, but doesn't necessarily mean all that much in and of itself. It's really nice to see this very bullish looking sort of long downwards wick here, but we have yet to set a higher high than here. We've yet to break this sort of line of resistance trend line. You've said here, so at least for the time being, I'm appreciating Bitcoin having a rally and overall rally, and at least other cryptocurrencies that I'm trading have a bit of a rally as well. That's useful for me, but I don't know that I would expect this to continue. Now it's entirely possible that it will. It may come up and challenge that line of resistance right there, but it's gonna be kind of hard to tell exactly what's happening until it kind of like decides, man. Right now we're challenging. We're coming back up and challenging this area of support and resistance around $105,000, and Bitcoin might be able to reclaim it. If it does, that'll be something I'll be looking at very closely. But until this sort of decides it wants to come up here and challenge this trend line, or go down, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. My guess, though, at least the what I'm operating under when it comes to Bitcoin uh, for the short term, is that we're still kind of early in this consolidation phase to really be just moving on to price discovery in whatever the next region, never next price region would be in, maybe $130,000, $120,000, something like that. Um, I would not be surprised at all to see this swing down at least one more time, at least one more time, and do some sort of significant price exploration in this area, because I know this has come down and it's touched into this gap a couple of times, like just barely. So technically is satisfied it, but um, in terms of the actual efficiency of the market, it, I don't know. I would feel better about saying that, oh, we've hit our bottom, if this had done some price exploration in these areas of inefficiency created by that big move back last November. So so Bitcoin's kind of in one of those stages right now that like if I was trying to day trade or scalp trade it right now, um, I'd be looking to very closely to see what happens when it approaches this line of resistance here in a few hours. Um, if it continues up in a few hours, um, but that's not what we're here to do. Right now, we're just providing some chart analysis and coverage for Bitcoin. All right, so those are just my thoughts as of January 30th, 2025. As the Trade Game channel, I'm Daniel. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please do like the video and also subscribe to our channel. That helps a lot if you guys do that. If you have any questions or if you have any requests for videos or anything like that, please let us know in the comments section, and I'll try to get back to you and respond and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, um, God be with you. Please be good to one another, and I will talk to you later.